Yes, good evening everybody. Today's date is Tuesday, the 27th of June 2023, the year of BSV. Welcome to your daily dose of SirToshi's news. Let's get into it. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online, the original protocol and genuine Bitcoin. Here we go. Right, so the news today is that BlackRock seems to be having doubts about BTC. So let's see here what they've written. This was a statement from BlackRock saying, in the event of a hard fork of the Bitcoin network, again, this is referencing them wanting to create a Bitcoin ETF, which is ridiculous because an ETF is an exchange-traded fund. But an exchange-traded fund usually creates a profit from the dividends of the companies that it's investing. Bitcoin is not a company. Bitcoin is a commodity. Like, you can't have an exchange traded gold fund because gold doesn't produce a dividend. So the whole point of a Bitcoin exchange traded fund is absolutely ridiculous. And again, I just suggest it's all smoke and mirrors. But this is what they've written anyway. In the event of a hard fork of the Bitcoin network, the sponsor will, that's BlackRock, if permitted by the terms of the trust agreement, use its discretion to determine which network should be considered the appropriate network. So it's their discretion to determine which one they would consider. So are they saying that it might not be BTC? That's what it sounds like when I'm reading it. And also underlined, they said, there is no guarantee that the sponsor will choose the digital asset that is ultimately the most valuable fork, which is currently BTC. This stinks of doubt and reservations in my mind. Reading between the lines, I would say they know. We know, so therefore they must know. They can't not know. But this is all a massive psyop if you're asking me. So let's have a look at the next one. Highlighted in yellow, it said, therefore, off-blockchain transactions, such as Lightning Network, are not truly Bitcoin transactions in that they do not involve the transfer of transaction data on the Bitcoin network and do not reflect a movement of Bitcoin between addresses recorded in the Bitcoin blockchain. There we go. Look at that. Therefore, off-blockchain transactions are not truly Bitcoin transactions. They know it. They know it clear as day. But again, anybody who's in the movement will know that they have to tell us what they're doing. So indirectly, you have to read between the lines, which is exactly what we're doing here, which is why I'm doing this report. And let's look at the last one. Check it out, highlighted in yellow. There have been several. So actually, we'll just start further up where it says see risk factors. So it says risk factors related to digital assets. A temporary or permanent fork could adversely affect the value of the shares. So the shares are the shares in the exchange traded fund, which is just absolutely it's so ridiculous anyway. But what they're saying is that a temporary or permanent fork could adversely affect the shares. Well, why would that if they've only got shares in BTC? Are they, because the shares are going to be valued against the value of Bitcoin itself, which they're saying is BTC. So what are they saying? So another permanent fork could consequently affect the shares. Well, indirectly what they're saying is that it's going to affect the price of BTC. Oh dear. So consequently, as a practical matter, a modification to the source code becomes part of the Bitcoin network only if accepted by participants collectively having most of the processing power on the Bitcoin network. They're the miners with the hash rate. And it says here, there have been several forks in the Bitcoin network, including, but not limited to, forks resulting in the creation of Bitcoin Cash, August 1st, 2017, Bitcoin Gold, October 24th, 2017, and Bitcoin SegWit 2x, blah, blah, amongst others. So they don't want to bring any attention to the genuine Bitcoin and original protocol that is BSV. This has just got doubts and stinks of reservations all over it, which is why I thought I'd do this little news report for you. So we'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed it. As ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.